Kirk Duckwall here with Mastermind the Market, your real estate stats update for the Twin Cities area. Well, what is a stable fall market? In my last video, I mentioned this phrase and realized I didn't explain exactly what that means we're in store for. So let's dive into the data and take a look. Okay, so we're going to start off with looking at the showings per week per listing median sale price range. We can see here we are at a 3.32. This is up slightly over the previous week's 3.27. So this is homes between 250 and 500K in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and surrounding areas. And you can see we haven't moved up or down that much over the last few weeks, going back even to the beginning of August into mid-August, 3.41. So not a big change there. Now, in comparison to last year, we are down a little bit, down 17%, and looking at total showings for areas used, 2760 in comparison to 3562, or 3565. Now, looking at where things are on the market meter, we're seeing this slowing as well. So going back again, even into July, 5.77, and we're now finally getting down. We're at a 5.01, so we're going to hit that 5 or below mark probably by next week, but that's not a lot of movement, especially when we look back into earlier in the year where we were seeing half point or more movements per week. So we expect that to continue. So the stable fall market, this kind of ever so slight slowing down in the marketplace. And we can see the same thing happened last year as well. Now, we are slower than where we were last year, but as we mentioned in past videos, this is very normal. So where does this put us on our market meter exactly? So 5.01, that's right there in the balanced market range. So not really much advantage to buyers or much advantage to sellers as it's balanced, right? So you can expect that homes will sell between about 98% and 100% of their asking price when we're looking at this balanced range. It starts to drop below that if we get more into a buyer's market. Okay, taking a look at some other data points. Looking at new listings coming into the marketplace, this is leading up to Labor Day weekend, so not a surprise seeing those dropping off. Now, early indicators say that that's going to jump back up here. I was looking at some of the new listings coming into the marketplace that as of Saturday, and I saw it go up to 1,500, so we'll see if that stays true as the next week or so data actually is officially released. Pending sales, not slowing down as much as the week before, but still slowing. And inventory of homes still not that much ahead. We had this big gap earlier in the year where we were tracking ahead by 13, 15%. Now we're only ahead on inventory by 3.5%. But because of fewer buyers in the marketplace, we are seeing the days on market increase. And we're seeing that month's supply of homes as well increasing. And we got the August data. It's also at 1.8 months supply. So where does this look like it's going to leave us coming in to the latter part of this year? Well, it's more than likely, as mentioned, it's going to just be that slowing. By the time we get into that later October, November timeline, we might hit that buyer's market range. I think a big, interesting thing to keep an eye on is if we do see those new listings into the marketplace going up to that 1,500 mark, and we see pending sales not gaining that much ground either, that we might start to see that inventory spread. So it looks like we may have passed, if I go back here to the inventory of homes, we may have passed that peak if we don't see any more increases big increases in listing inventory over pending sales. However, if we do get a 400 or 500 home spread there, we might bounce back and still have not hit our peak. As we've said before, we just don't know if it's going to be, more closer to later July or September when that peak inventory hits. And that can be a player in exactly how much our market may slow and become more favorable to buyers versus sellers. So something to keep an eye on. As always, hope you found this video helpful. Make sure if you like to geek out on real estate, check out our Twin Cities Real Estate Show. That can be found on the CW23 Saturday mornings at 6:30 or at TwinCitiesRealEstateShow.com, or you can catch us on AM 950 Sundays at noon. Take care, be safe, and have a great week.